Hi guys, this is one of my first match previews of the season. I know it's not quite the season yet, but I've gone for the pre-season game as Town play on Tuesday night as we host Rotherham United in our first home pre-season friendly. And going to run through a couple of things about the signings you may be seeing from Rotherham, what Town might do, like I said, not like I normally do on match previews, a bit of the history of playing Rotherham, and my thoughts for the game. So we shall head straight on with that, and what we will do, we will start with some stats involving both teams. Obviously this is a pre-season friendly, so the result doesn't mean much, but the friendly form for Grimsby is quite a favourable one. We've lost two of our friendlies so far. Last time out we lost to, obviously, South Shields 4-3. We've also lost to York, but we won the others. We've won 3 and lost 2 of our pre-season friendlies. And so, this is the first one at home against a good outfit, side that's recently been relegated to League One, and is taken charge by Mr. Steve Evans, who hasn't got the greatest of believers in this area. But he hasn't got a great record in this area, actually. Most of his sides, when he's bought Mansfield here, Crawley and places like that, not really had the best of records against Grimsby in general. So even though it's a pre-season friendly, obviously it's something we'd like to see have happen. Obviously in the past we've played Rotherham on a few occasions. I'll just take you through the last two competitive games that we've had against Rotherham have not really gone in Grimsby's favour. In fact, that goes all the way back, believe it or not, to 2009-10 was the last two times competitively we played Rotherham. That was in League Two. Rotherham got a 2-1 win in the August of 2009 at Blundell Park, and then Rotherham ran out 2-1 winners against Grimsby on the 23rd of January of 2010. Prior to that, after that, we played in 3 friendlies since. Two friendlies since, in fact. It was 0-0 in 2016 between Grimsby and Rotherham in a 0-0, and Rotherham did win in 2021. And if I remember, this was James McEwen's testimonial, where they ran out a 1-0 winner as well. So in recent times, we've only played them in friendly competition, but if you want to look at it this way, 3 out of the last 4 times we've played Rotherham, we've been unsuccessful. Our last known win against Rotherham came in the start of 2009 with a 3-0 win at Blundell Park. Before that, we lost 4-1 at Rotherham that season in the October. So really, we haven't got a great record overall against Rotherham. It's 8 times, 6 wins for Rotherham, 1 for us, which is the one, like I said, in 2009, in January of 2009. It's a 13-8 scoreline in Rotherham's favour, and like I said, pre-season is what it is. If you want a bit of a flutter on the game, obviously Town, some places are 3-1. The draw is 5-2. Rotherham United are favourites at 29-40 in certain places, and it's going to be a good test. Obviously, this is Grimsby manager's David Artell's former team, as well. So he will have some connections at Rotherham. And top goal scorer at the minute over pre-season, according to stats, which I take, by the way, from soccerpunter.com. Says Sam Nombe is their top goal scorer, and Harry Brown is as. Well, like I say, it's a good test for Grimsby, this. And kind of like revisiting a rivalry for against Steve Evans. Hopefully we can get one over his side at the moment. What I'm going to do is take you through some of the players that Town may come up against with some of the business that Rotherham have done over the summer so far. They have signed midfielder Joe Powell from Burton Albion this pre-season. Good player, Joe, from Burton. So that was a pretty good strong get there from. They've lost a lot of their players from last season, but they've also signed Liam Kelly from Coventry to give that bit of experience in the middle. So, I think another good signing by Steve Evans, and obviously he could be involved tomorrow night. Obviously injuries depending from their club as well, and also I'll take you through another couple of players that they have signed. They have also signed Alex McDonald and Cameron Dawson on frees as well. So they've, more experience. 34-year-old winger is McDonald, who has played under Steve Evans on several occasions, and obviously he joins the gaffer. And goalkeeper Dawson, who's 28, joined on a 2-year deal for them as well. So that's just some of the players that Town could be coming up against in this pre-season friendly, and obviously they're still making more signings as are Grimsby at some point. And also I've just seen there they've signed a young Forest striker Osong as well. So building their squad for the League One campaign, and obviously you've got to fancy Rotherham to be up and about in League One next season. But now we move on to us, Grimsby Town. Obviously, we've had the disappointment, obviously, of the at least 3-month injury of Curtis Thompson. So we know that he will not be involved for quite some time. And that 10-week barrier, that 10 weeks it's down for is basically that's just to get him back in training. So obviously we are a little bit light in that area. David Artell is looking at trying to get reinforcements in. He did say in his post-match after the South Shields game that we are close to a couple. When he says close, how close, he can't say, but it looks like we could be close to a couple of signings. Where they'll be here for tomorrow, I highly doubt it. Definitely to be involved, but hopefully there will be some signings made. Hopefully Danny Rose makes another appearance during pre-season. It might not be from the start, it might be from the bench again, but this is the time where you want to get Danny back in. Donovan Wilson apparently rolled his ankle leading up to the South Shields game, but Artell says that he should be close, as he said on an interview with the club's media, that hopefully he hopefully should start or should be involved tomorrow, Donovan Wilson. So even though we've had that massive blow with Curtis, I think it's going to be another good run out for Grimsby against what will be a decent Rotherham side, and obviously we'll have a bit of spice. I'm sure everything does when Steve Evans is involved, that's for sure. And it's going to be a tough game for the Mariners. I'm going to give my score prediction now for this game. It's not massively important. I think in this game, we are looking for a good performance. I'm gonna go for a Rotherham win, probably a 2-1 win. I think but I think it'll be good to actually get back to BP, and I'm interested to see what the main stand looks like now. Obviously, they've had some work done to that, so that'll be interesting. But I'm saying a 2-1 win to Rotherham. Hoping for other things, but I think this is all building up to Fleetwood. One thing I would like to mention just before I finish this video as well, so if you are down at the game tomorrow, do come and say hello to me. I'll be in the main stand where most of the wheelchairs are placed, and come and say hello and we'll have a chat, and you can tell me what you think about the dealings and the hopes for the remainder of the transfer window. Just before I finish this video though, I would like to give a shout out to the women who had a very successful pre-season outing, a 4-1 outing on Sunday, and that's a great result for the ladies, and always good to see the club doing well in other areas. And the ladies obviously trying to bounce back from their relegation last season. I'm sure they'll have a good rebound this season for the Grimsby Town women. So I just thought I'd give them a little bit of a shout out. That's my thoughts on the game tomorrow. Yes, I'm sure some others are going to come at me going, why am I saying a defeat? Because even though the result is important, it's not important results wise. I think it's more important performance wise, and I think being back home, any fan that goes, get behind the lads. We'll all get behind the lads and enjoy the game, and hope it's a competitive game between the two sides. And that'll be it from me. Let me know down below what you guys think of the game. What's your score predictions? And what I will say is, if you're not at the game or you cannot make the game, it is going to be available on Mariners TV. £5 for that game. So if you can't make it to Blundell Park tomorrow, but you still want to see the game, it will be on Mariners TV tomorrow evening for anyone that cannot make Blundell Park. So do keep that in mind. If you can't get there, it is available on Mariners TV for a small price. But anyone that is going to the game tomorrow, I look forward to seeing some of you. And like I said, we'll have a bit of a chat. And I'm looking forward to just getting back in to Blundell Park and watching, really see what the guys can do now against probably the toughest opposition on paper that we've played this pre-season. It's just literally 2 weeks away from the start of the season. We've got a 3-game week this week. I will be back with a preview for the final pre-season game, which will be Mansfield. I will be at Rotherham, and I will also be at Alfreton Town on Wednesday. So if I don't see you at the home game Tuesday night, hopefully I'll see some of you at Alfreton on Wednesday night, and if you do, come and say hello there. So it's a busy week for the Mariners. 3 games in a week, but it's, like I said, we're 2 weeks away from kickoff. And the final thing on this video is tickets for Fleetwood are going to be available from, I believe it's tomorrow morning. So football tickets are available from tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. online and 10 a.m. at the club shop. So that is finally it from me. I've rambled on enough, but leave me your score prediction for the game on Tuesday. Let me know what you think we need in probably most urgently in transfers, and any other Gunsby questions you've got for me, maybe about my fandom and things like that, and how, ask me anything as well, and I'll answer your questions in a future video as well. So if you do like this video of these rambles, which I love giving you, by the way, but I love the interaction more. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell button as well. That'll let you know when I upload more and more videos about the Mariners, and obviously any transfer dealings that do come through the door between now and the close of the transfer window. I will be across it for you. So if you want to know about any signings that Town do make, I will be doing videos throughout then as well. But in the meantime, guys, I will see you soon. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you, hopefully, see some of you at Blundell Park tomorrow. And if not, some of you at Alfreton, hopefully on Wednesday. So, in the meantime, guys, I'll see you soon. Up the Mariners. And we've got just 2 weeks to go. Who can believe it? Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. Ta-da for now. Bye-bye now. Up the Mariners. Oh, yes.